Next one. So I really want to see what you guys think on this subject as well. How unimpressed are you with Hawkins after his defeat?
Oh, man.
And we'll start with Lawrence because you started first last time.
Well, I never really thought Hawkins was that strong from the get. Sebastian was that because we would go into it from like, wow. I was like, his ability is not that impressive. And
Sebastian was only hyping him too because he had blonde hair.
And he was like, yo, if you just get the puppet of someone strong, I go, yeah, but to me, all that I viewed is you're kind of relying on someone else's durability and someone else's, like, you know, what they can take.
Which goes against the show itself because it's all about willpower.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also, too, like, you would see how, yes, you'll have some gangster moves like, all right, I'm not going to die here. But, like, you could see it, for example, like, he would, like, it was like a fault against him, like what we saw with Killer responding to him. Like, like you thought we were going to die, and that's why you betrayed us, because you got overwhelmed and scared by the overwhelming strength of Kaido, right? Yet we went through it all. Kid got beat down, and not his will broken, but like went through all that. Kid's still alive, and Kid probably went through the worst out of all of them because he's the one that got captured. Where Killer went a little, I guess, crazy a little bit because I guess he ate the smile fruit or whatever. Yeah. You know, but they went through it. And he says, "Yo, we're still here." Like that punk move you did betraying us, because it wasn't just him; it was him
and Apu.
Apu both betrayed them.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, so that means it was just really Kid and Killer fighting against Kaido. And he said, "Yo, it was just us two, and we still survived it." So and then fighting ability, like we've seen Killer and Hawkins is supposed to be one of the 5 to look out for. That's with Luffy, Law, Drake, and Hawkins.
They was hyping Drake up. Let me stop.
yo, they were hyping Drake up, bro. Drake hasn't done much, yo.
Drake good.
So pretty much, right? So part of that, and granted, they already showed the 3 out of those 5 that stood out because they will always be with Luffy was Luffy, Kid, and Law.
Yeah,
so that's how I viewed it from the get. Even though in the beginning we were like, all right, what is Law's power? We couldn't make sense of it. It didn't look like it was nothing. But now we're seeing, oh, his ability is actually pretty dope. It's pretty awesome. But like Hawkins, I never really got much from him. And even Drake with his ability, because the dinosaur thing, I was like, I got to see more, whatever. But at least I can see like, using for fighting utensils. There's potential with Drake's. Hawkins, I didn't really see much fighting potential with his ability. You know?
Well, you got to granted. We don't know much about it still. Yeah. Like, we don't know what it can actually do. We just have seen him do, like, 2 particular things, which is the straw man that he creates, the ability to have dolls, and then that's it. Yeah. Like, and the other thing is, like, cards, which I don't consider a part of his ability. Yeah.
I think the only one credit is that he beat Brownbeard, but who the heck's Brownbeard? Yeah, you know?
That's
like,
true.
You know? So that's too, like, his cards is drawing out other powers, not using your own. So it's like, to me, where's your hockey? Where's your observation? Are you growing your will to be strong? So, like, and it's what we saw before. Maybe Killer's just crazy fast, because that's what it looks like. Killer is fast, but you're losing. Like, you almost lost to Zoro, and you lost to Killer, who Zoro beat Killer. So it's like,
and he might have lost the Law. We don't. We didn't see it.
I think I forgot about that. Yeah, I believe he lost the Law as well. Which probably with this he probably did. So it's like, how did you reach the top 5 to look out for amongst the supernovas? Yeah. It's probably all ability based using other people's powers. So I didn't really think much of him.
What about you, Seb?
All right. So my answer is going to be, I don't want to say extensive, but it's going to have a couple layers here. 1, don't disrespect my boy Hawkins like that. Right? Yes, his fighting himself is weak. And I've acknowledged that from the jump. He's not a hand-to-hand combat fighter that's elite. Like, that was obvious, right? But I think Oda did him dirty, personally.
Oh, you think yes. Oda actually did somebody dirty?
Yes. And this is why. And it's not just because he's Hawkins. It's because he uses tarot cards, right? That's like I don't know a lot about tarot cards, but like there's some wild stuff that you can do or that says like that will happen if you draw a tarot card. Like the world card, the upside down, I forgot what it's called. It's like an upside down Joker. There's so many wild things that tarot cards should allow Hawkins to do, right? And in this moment, in the life or death situation, he draws a card, and it's this card that says, yo, LOL, F you, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like that. That's on him, partially, because he should just know how to fight. But, like, when I'm fighting to the death and dealing with stuff, we've seen him pull out cards, and they played him multiple times. And a part of that is just he's only here because he's using these cards and doing the probability and all this stuff. He's only got to this level because of that. So it's on him. But it's like, bruh, when push came to shove, every time down when he needed a card, he got played. When he was fighting Zoro, they made him attack his own people, like his tarot card, the doll. It attacked one of his people died. You know what I mean? Like the reverse. And in this moment, it's we're prophesizing the future of this battle in the world. Like, bro, I need me to be good enough to be killer right now. I don't care about the tower. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, bruh, and again, it's on him because he's just not strong enough to deal with killer level people himself. But if my whole thing is this, it's like, damn, bro, like, and I know you don't believe in luck, but it's like, yo, he literally is just unlucky. It came down to it. He could have whipped out a card that made him regenerate. He could have whipped out a card that made him 100 times stronger than he is, type stuff. Made him whipped out a card that injured his opponent in some lethal way. He whips out the tower card. And it's like, I don't want to say plot, because again, this is his fighting style.
He made his own bed.
Yeah, he made his bed. He sat with Kaido and all that.
Listen, man.
It's like, bruh.
He should have had the heart of the cards.
Yeah,
Low key.
That's why it's like, again, he's only here because he followed the cards to this level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But Oda could have had him get something, bro.
Yeah.
How about a card that doesn't help me in the slightest? Like, the opposite of helping me. Like, come on, bro.
All right. So, for my take, I'm unimpressed with Hawkins. Reason being, I feel like Oda took him out of character in order for him to lose. We're talking about a character who has literally gotten to the level that he's gotten because of being meticulous and because of probability. And when he does that, he has a certain level of awareness and calmness about him that he's shown since we've been introduced to him. So him not being cautious enough, because he is cautious when he does his probability, right? And he follows it. He's so cautious that he takes always the safest route. So when I see him use his ability, recognize that Kid himself has a metal arm and doesn't take into account of that metal arm that is actually a weakness that people can probably figure out. And then it gets utilized to the point where, like, it does get figured out, and now he loses an actual arm. I'm like, that doesn't kind of fit the way Hawkins is. I feel like Hawkins would have realized that was a hole in his armor, in a sense, but he didn't. It's kind of weird to me. And then the whole bashing his head on the rock and him even laughing and being a little sadistic. It never appeared to me throughout the whole entirety of his character that he was like that.
He showed it one time. He showed it one time with Law.
Oh.
No, you had another time? That he might have another time. But with Law, when he was trying to expose information from Law, look at the face he makes. I'm going to find it. I'm going to show you.
All right.
Look at that face. Because I was like, in that moment, when I saw that, I was like, yo, why is he making that face? That's like some sadism. Like, what's up with that?
Yeah.
When I read that chapter. So when it came back in this chapter, I was like, oh, word. This is just that part of him that is being highlighted more.
I got to see it.
Which is part of the reason why I said it was a couple chapters ago. I was like, he's a pre-skip villain. Like, he would have been a perfect pre-time skip villain for Luffy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I
just don't see, I don't see how, like, that happens. Like, he didn't really have any objective. You know, he didn't have any sadistic goals at that point. It was just, yo, I'm trying to, like, do something. We don't know because we never got told what he's trying to do. It was just like, yo, I'm just going to follow, like, the best probability of me going through life. And, like, I'm just going to do that. So, like, if my best probability is being under Kaido and surviving, I'm going to do that. I'm going to be cautious enough to always count my cards and make sure I go through the best probability. And when I seen him, like, doing what he was doing, I was like, this doesn't kind of sit right with me. I feel like he got switched up at the very last moment. It's a very Katakuri moment where Katakuri was never what he was until he, like, stabbed himself in order to be honorable to Luffy when he wasn't honorable the whole time. It was just another flashback for me where I'm just like, all right, this wasn't a great feeling. But I'm unimpressed. I thought Hawkins had much more to give to the story, I guess.
This is the panel I was talking about.
Once he speaks, it will be over very quickly. Even so, it's not like, I guess it's a little sadistic.
It just looks. It's not his normal calm demeanor. Is what I mean. Like it's not. Yeah. He looks a little wild.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna
enjoy torturing him
Yeah.
in order to get information. You know what I mean?
I get you.
When I saw that, I was like, okay, this is a part of him. Like he's kind of crazy that way, and which makes. I mean, he's a tarot card user. Like you know what I mean? He's not all there. So like, and he gives his entire life to those probabilities.
Yeah.
Like where an admiral can pull up and
That's
I'm just going to do it.
out.
Well,
so he's not all there mentally, you know what I mean?
But this is the thing too, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, the first time we ever saw him in battle was on Archipelago when he versed Kizaru. He was super confident and super calm in his situation. He was sort of more prepared than he was against Killer. Granted, he fought Law off panel, so he might have not restocked on his puppets. You know what I'm saying? He probably had one puppet left.
He had some time.
He had some time, but we don't know, right? But for him to go into a battle again and we're in war right now and he only has one puppet?
That's not true. The pages, chapters ago, Killer was chipping him up.
Yeah, he losing.
Lost mad dolls already because Killer was getting him.
Maybe I'm not seeing those things. Maybe I'm not looking close enough.
Killer said, how many puppets of these do you have? Like, it's like never ending.
Because he just couldn't get the best of Killer in any hand-to-hand combat situation, which is why me and Lawrence like, yo, he can't fight like that. Like, he can fight. He can't fight at Killer's level. Killer's out here fighting on that rooftop. Well, you know what I mean?
The thing is, too, it's like, he's probably the worst member out of the worst generation.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, tripping.
Hold on. Hear me out. It's only because he goes directly against everything that makes you strong in One Piece. He doesn't focus on his own willpower. He doesn't overcome things at all. He doesn't go against the grain and go, yo, I have to pass this person in order to continue forward.
That's true.
That's One Piece.
Yep.
That's how you get strong.
That's true.
He doesn't do that. What he does is he goes, should I make this left or right? Will I pass either person? Like, what's the probability of both? This one's 80%, this one's 25. I'm going with the 80%. And then he'll get past them. That's not helping your willpower. You know what I'm saying?
Your math was off.
No, I was just... I was just making numbers. I was just throwing numbers out.
It's like what?
All right, 20%, 80%. My bad. Maybe Hawkins goes 105 each time, bro.
So the extra 5% would have got him something, bro.
No,
he didn't do it.
But that's why I think I'm unimpressed with him. But let me ask you